Welcome back, guys. If you are just joining us, this is INX Prime Live. Now, remember, we are on your screens every single Monday to Friday between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Now, joining us tonight is Solly Suleman. Now, he is the president of the Minara Chamber of Commerce. Now, as the organization gears up for its highly anticipated Minara Business Awards this Friday, Solly will be sharing insights on the significance of these awards in recognizing the outstanding achievements of Muslim-owned businesses, professionals, as well as the community leaders in South Africa as well. Assalamu alaikum. And welcome to INX Prime, Mr. Suleman.
Wa alaikum salam. Thanks for having me this evening.
No, it's definitely a pleasure having you. And I want to get into this conversation. I know we have been speaking about it for the last few days because it is something that is getting a lot of interest, not only on social channels, but also among the business community as well. I wanted to know a little bit more about the actual nomination process. Now, I know a lot of people were actually, wanting to find out more about it. Maybe not even perhaps for this year, but for next year as well. Is there a nomination or application process for businesses or individuals to be considered for this awards, and what are some of those requirements?
Well, it's this year, 2024. The nomination process opened in March and closed on the 11th of August, 2024. Basically, the entries follow a structured process with clear guidelines. After that, an independent panel of judges really review all submissions and finalize the list of finalists. However, every year, without fail, we basically request nominations, over a period of time, and even for next year, it could be, could have nominations presented and sent through to our offices. The reality is, unfortunately, many people, find it difficult or find it, they don't want to be in the rock face. They don't want to be exposed, although they're fairly successful and that type of thing. But we encourage our businessmen, professionals, women, and that type of thing to submit nominations on an annual basis. We find that it takes a bit of time to get the nominations in place, basically, unfortunately.
No, definitely. And I think it is a normal process. A lot of people, perhaps are so focused on their businesses that they're not really interested in getting the recognition or accolades for that sense. But at the same time, it is important because we need to showcase and highlight some of these incredible businesses as well, so that they can get, be a case study perhaps for a lot of other businesses that are still up and coming in that sense. Mr. Suleman, I want to touch on something else as well.
Just to add to that, I think this is the most important point you raised now. The key is we need the movers and shakers. We need the successful businessmen, business people, entrepreneurs, professionals to really showcase their sort of journey towards the success they are today. This in turn becomes a reason and an example to the up and coming youth and students and others as such. So that's important, and that's the purpose of this. Many people don't want to be recognized, but I think at the same time we need to make sure we recognize them and get their story out to the people out there in the various areas of our country.
That's very true. And I mean, a lot of people actually today that are very successful started on case studies of people that they've heard in the past. So I think it is definitely something that we want to create that domino effect. I want to touch on, the impact of these business networks and business awards as well. I mean, we've seen it happen for many, many years where, people who are part of communities, especially in the business space, tend to network better. They tend to have a lot of more opportunities. They tend to create new things together as well. What are some of the kinds of impacts that you anticipate the awards will have on the South African Muslim community, not only in the short term, but also in the long term as well?
Yeah, in the short term, these awards celebrate and uplift individuals and businessmen and women within the South African Muslim community. It showcases their successes and their contributions. It creates a sense of pride and encouragement for others to strive for excellence. And in the long term, we hope to inspire future generations to pursue entrepreneurship and community development. I think one of the important things about Minara Chamber, it's really two pillars that we have. One is where it can benefit the member, but the other part is community development. And I think this is very, very important. Makes us different from other chambers. But really, it's part of our Islamic ethos. No matter how much we earn, it's not just about us. It's about people that surround us, the people that are disadvantaged. So it strengthens the network between businesses as well. The recognition can drive greater collaboration, mentorship, and investments, contributing to economic growth and creating a lasting positive impact on the community. So this is important. So it's a short-term goal as well as a long-term goal. And like last year, one of the winners uh, was quite skeptical. He said, okay, I won this, and it's kind of, I don't even think I deserve to win it. However, within a couple of weeks, he phones me and says, "Sorry, I didn't understand the impact of this award. He says, I had so many different queries and inquiries now about my business, and he's generated a lot more business, lot more business for his organization. So that was quite excellent accolade.
Yeah, and I think we want to see definitely more of that throughout the next few years as well. I just want to touch on some of the comments and questions coming in from social media. I mean, we're having Kosi as well, and he was saying that the biggest problem he has with these different chambers of commerce all around the country, not speaking about yours, he was saying that there's the issue is that there isn't a consistent support base behind it. So they have all these flashy events, whatever, but it's never consistent support for entrepreneurs. So I wanted to ask, how does your chamber or the Minara Chamber of Commerce actually support and engage with its members throughout the year beyond just this event like the Minara Business Awards?
Yeah, no, I think that's an important one, because it's not just about the recognition; it's also about the reality of supporting the different activities and supporting our members. So we actually support and engage with our members throughout the year. We offer a range of services and initiatives. We host networking events, business forums, and industry-specific seminars to provide members with opportunities to connect, share knowledge, and collaborate. We also provide mentorship programs. We provide workshops on business skills development and guidance on navigating regulatory and financial challenges. And I think this is very important. We've had a number of seminars just on cutting through red tape, amongst the various government departments. And of course, the financial challenges. How does one basically get finance to support something innovative, a new business, and that type of thing. Additionally, the chamber advocates for the interests of our members in key economic and policy discussions, while strengthening partnerships with local and international organizations where we really open new business opportunities. Now, we basically participate in a number of different forums. For example, one of our directors is involved with the presidential eThekwini workshop and committees. We also engage the section 1, I think it's 139 or 154, engagement at the moment in Durban, in eThekwini, with all the different problems that we've had here. We get involved with economic the committees here, economic development committees in eThekwini, in the province. We're also involved in other activities. So we're quite actively involved in engaging government, engaging other chambers, so to make sure that we can influence. We also engage and lobby the various leadership and ministers at the top level and at the provincial level, because we're always intervening. I mean, the other day someone needed a visa from Pakistan, from our embassy in Pakistan, in Islamabad. We have to facilitate that and engage the leadership here as well as the Consul General in Pakistan. So we do that all the time. We basically connect up so people have that ability to get things done and get things done effectively.
Yeah, and I can see that the chamber has great values, and I mean some of the values include the importance of inclusion and understanding diversity. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of businesses, even Muslim-owned businesses today, have become successful because of their triple BE deals, for example, in global deals. So I think it is such an important thing. I want to just touch on something before we do let you go. I mean, everyone's very excited for this Minara Recognition Awards that is happening on Friday. Can you tell us exactly at what time and where is this awards going to happen before we let you go?
Yeah, well, this year we've decided to have it at the Orient Hall in the city center. I think most people know the Orient School, so it's in the Orient School. It's got the Jamaat Khan and that type of thing. It happens on. It's quite an exciting event this year. We've got over 530 people joining us for this dinner this year. So it's quite a large. Last year we had maximum of 400. This year, because of the demand we had last year, we decided to increase the number of people that we allow in. So we're sitting with about 530 people. It's being held at the Orient Hall, and it's on the 25th of October. And inshallah, we hope that people come early. If they come in at about between 6 and 7, we're starting the program at about 5 to 7, and Maghrib Salah will be at the venue. So it's quite exciting for us. It's our highlight, actually, the highlight of our of our year, basically. And whatever we raise in funding for this, when it maintains and sustains the organization for the rest of the year.
No, everyone's looking forward to this. I mean, from all the comments and questions that we are getting, a lot of people are definitely showing quite a lot of interest in that sense. But again, Mr. Suleman, thank you so much for joining us tonight on INX Prime Live.
Shukran. Thanks for having me. And good evening to all the viewers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. That is Mr. Solly Suleman, who is actually the president of the Minara Chamber of Commerce. He's telling us about the very, very important awards that is taking place on Friday evening. It is the Minara Business Awards, Recognition Awards in that sense. And we know that it is going to play an important role in highlighting and showcasing Muslim-owned businesses in South Africa so that they can be a beacon and a domino effect for a lot of other businesses to start up. And who knows, we might end up seeing the next big unicorn coming from a Muslim-owned business just because of this. Now, on that note, we are going to take a quick ad break, but we will come right back.